Bang, bang. What's going on, guys? Tune to another exciting edition of the main event. I'm Talkin Hands. So as I'm Preston, joined by my host, Mr. Danny Betts. We're here to break down this weekend's huge Cinco de Mayo weekend fight. Canelo weekend, boys. Everyone should be nice and excited. Canelo Alvarez taking on Jaime Munguia. Before we get into that fight, we love to recap the fights that were. Danny scored a nice little victory there with Jose Ramirez gets the decision victory over Bartholomew. Danny, thoughts on Ramirez's performance? And obviously, we have to touch on Virgil Ortiz. He gets paid by the minute, not the round. Knocks out Thomas Delorme, round one, body shot. Danny, let me know your thoughts and the chat's thoughts.
Yeah, Ramirez did what I thought he was gonna do. I know he was gonna be tested a little bit with Bartholomew, but he hurt him a couple times. Bartholomew hurt him a couple times with that counter. Same punch as Josh Taylor. So I'm just waiting the day that I can actually get a guy that throws volume and has power that can take out Ramirez. Because, yeah, he was wobbly a couple times. But, yeah, they got me. I mean, he got him back mid-rounds, hurt him a little bit, and then they started putting the live bet on decision for Ramirez at plus money. So I hit it like 3 times when I had to. So decent performance by Ramirez. You could see a couple of holes. He's got to be careful though who he gets next, man. Because like I said, he faces the wrong guy. He's going night in my opinion. But yeah, Ortiz shit. Like that 1-6. 1-6 was like minus 215, 225 for knockout for Ortiz. Yeah. So I try to get a little cute and put round 4 or 6. I'm like, just last 3 rounds, bro. That's it. It could have lasted a couple minutes. No diddy. Like he got hit by Ortiz, and he's like, I'm out of here, bro. I want that big fight with Tim Tszyu. I'm ready for that. So you seen the odds? I think it's pretty even, but they got Ortiz a slight favorite, really slight, minus 120.
Yeah, I did not see the odds, but from Grant, I'll have to dig deeper in, but I would probably initially lean Virgil Ortiz. He's just, I mean, it's crazy what he does because it's funny. We're going to get to the Munguia fight. Virgil Ortiz was the undercard of Munguia. I went with Jeff to Houston, Texas, January 2019, and Ortiz was on the undercard. He did the same thing back then, just a few punches, and they just crumple. Like, it's just his power is...
I can't wait for that fight,
insane.
Bro.
Yeah, and that's a huge card, too.
Oh,
like,
man.
Top to bottom. I kind of agreed with you there with the performance of Jose Ramirez. Not as clear-cut and clean as I would have liked, but definitely got it done. And then, Virgil Ortiz just did what needed to be done, getting that Tim Tszyu fight. Shout wine time in the chat. What's going on?
My boy Jordan. That's good, man. That's my guy right there.
Yeah, he was at Palooza.
Yeah, had a good time over there.
Yeah. So that was the week that was. Now we get to this weekend's fights. Obviously, we'll start off with the main event. Go top down to bottom. Current odds for the main event of Canelo Alvarez taking Jaime Munguia. Our favorite book, mybookie.ag. You guys could enter that promo code PUBSPORTS. 50% deposit bonus match. Credit debit, 100% Bitcoin. Use the Bitcoin up to $1,000. Current odds have Canelo Alvarez as the favorite, currently minus 650. Come back on Munguia plus 450. Round prop 10.5. Juice to the over at minus 220. Danny, I know I saw you tweet it out, but in case people aren't following, obviously they should. Your breakdown and thoughts on this big time main event matchup.
Obviously I've been following these guys for a long time, especially Canelo. Older and his career's been longer. I'll start with Munguia. Like, he's had a ton of fights. True Mexican. A lot of guys from Mexico have a lot of fights early, and obviously a lot of people are not gonna know him or whatever. But he's got some decent guys in his resume. Obviously, Canelo is the top guy he's ever fought. A young guy. He did what he had to do in the Ryder fight. We called it. We said he needed to get a knockout to get that Canelo fight because, Canelo didn't finish him. That was the whole narrative, and it worked out. And now everybody's using that boxing boxing math. Like, Ryder went all the distance with Canelo. Ryder got knocked out by Munguia. Like, he could be live here. What's up, Warner? Winner's Circle. Canelo, he showed me a lot of his last fight against Charlo. There was a lot of questions. Everybody's like, is he slowing down? Is he getting older? Things like that. Hasn't had a knockout since Plant right now. And I saw a lot of other things, man. One thing that a lot of people ain't talking about is that Canelo, for that Charlo fight, he moved his training camp from San Diego to this little city called like Turrock or whatever. It's in California, but it's high altitude. He even like made a compound or whatever over there for boxing, just him away from his family. This for this fight, he does have his family, which I actually do like. But yeah, higher altitude to work on his cardio and his second win in fights. And that shows me, like, he ain't done yet. Dude's trying to improve till this day. Like, he knows what he needs to work on. He's healthy. He had those surgeries, like I said before, the Charlo fight and stuff like that. And I saw that in a Charlo fight. And I rewatched it like 3 times. And I saw the whole steady pace for the whole 12 rounds. Knocked them down in round 7. And what I remember, too, the first time I was watching that fight live, I don't know if you remember what we talked about in the recap. The punches, the sound of the punches, bro, they were back. I just heard the pop, like pop, pop. Like anytime, even if they weren't landing clean, it was just landing on the glove or his shoulder, Charlo's shoulder or whatever. You could tell like his power is back. He was fully healthy, and my thing is, this is a huge. This is for me. I put this. I always tell people, look, listen. If you want to do your own research, that's fine. I'm letting people know what I'm betting on. I've been waiting for this moment for a long time. What's up, Mushroom? That's my guy. Munguia's good, but I'm like, give me the right guy because Munguia does not have any defense. Yep. His offense is his defense, which is not, great. Throws a lot of volume, good power. But he's been hurt multiple times at 154, at 160, and now you're finding that Canelo's weight class against a counter puncher that's going to pick you apart, that's accurate. Yeah, he doesn't throw a lot, but when he lands, it's just like Tank Davis. Like, he picks his spots, but when he lands, it's effective. Like, and I think this is a great style for Canelo. Again, a highlight knockout here, probably body shot. It can happen so many ways. I saw the lead left hand for Canelo could get it done because every time Munguia throws combinations, he puts his hand down every time. He was getting clipped. Derevchenko was landing the left hand, check left every time, hurt him, and even the right hand, and that's Canelo's power hand. But I think he's gonna break him down to the body even more. I love like they're giving me plus 210. And if you follow me on Twitter, I put it out there for my max bet. It's still out there on FanDuel. 210. I think I'm bet 365. They already put it down to like 180. So it's gonna go down eventually. I would grab it now if I was you. But I think it's gonna be a great fight. Munguia's not gonna be there to lay down, and that's another thing. Mexican against Mexican. I mean, this is like Munguia's biggest fight. He's gonna leave it all on the table, bro. He ain't gonna be running around, and that's not even his game. You got Caleb Plant, that's a good boxer from the outside that's gonna move. Charlo was just there for a paycheck that was throwing no volume, just moving around. Yeah, like he's not doing that. He's in there to brawl. So I think eventually he gets him out of there, like round 8 or 9. I got Canelo by knockout, man.
Yeah, no argument here. I don't want to say I hate Munguia because I don't. I like him. Like he's a good, exciting fighter, but styles make fights, and this is a pretty brutal style to go up against. Taking on Canelo, and people, I don't understand it, but yeah, they love shitting on Canelo Alvarez. I don't know why.
It's just haters, bro.
Because Canelo's arguably the best. He's arguably the best fighter last 15 years. Boxing.
Don't give me don't. So because this whole ducking thing. Like, okay, even if he is say he is ducking with Benavidez, whatever. Call it what you want. He's still fighting, by the way. He, who knows if he fights him next or whatever. This dude's fought everybody. Like, he fought Laura in his prime when he was a young kid. Like, nobody talks about that because they don't know about boxing. He fought Austin Trout when he was in his prime back in the day. Yeah, he fought Floyd Mayweather when he was young as hell. He took a L, but like Triple G was a little older, but he still fought him multiple times. Say what you want, like he's there to fight, bro. Like he can't just because he's not doing exactly what you want him to do, then you gotta give him his props, bro. No matter what.
And arguably, like, because Munguia is still a young, undefeated boxer. He's not like a schlub, you know. Yeah. He's giving him the shot. He could be like, no, I'm not going to fight you. Give me, you know, Erzlandi Lara again, you know, who's an old 41. Man now. Yeah,
but he already fought like when he was his prime. But yeah, my thing is, P, I'm like, if only these haters of Canelo would have that same energy back in the day for Mayweather. I don't hear none of that shit. Like unless you're like me, but. We know the facts. That dude was ducking everybody out of their prime for a long time.
Yeah, a lot of that. Yeah, that's a lot of like revisionist history with Floyd Mayweather, where he retired undefeated. He beat a who's who, and then he knocked out Conor McGregor. If you go back to it, he was supposed to fight Antonio Margarito, didn't fight him. Waited till Pacquiao was like drained with, and then he was hurt with the shoulder and everything. So yeah, good win for Floyd.
Called him a cheat, steroids when Pacquiao was the most tested guy in boxing, bro.
Because he was moving up.
Yeah,
division after division and still winning fights and looking great. But no argument here. This is, I think, the third. I was doing the math earlier today. This year, the third or fourth time this year where the books are giving a plus 200 or better knockout prop on a guy who should be minus 200 that we've said on the show. I completely agree. Munguia just leaves himself to be countered way too often, and one pull right counter by Canelo could knock his block off. Put him down. He could obviously go to the body, hurt him bad. Eventually, he takes a knee and gets him out of there. And Munguia could have lost the fight versus Derevyanchenko. He knocked him down late in that fight, got the decision. That was the first fight where I don't want to say put him up there with Canelo, but that was the first good test he had where it's okay, now he deserves that big time fight. So no argument here for me. I do think Canelo Alvarez will get the knockout. Think it will be an exciting fight for however long it lasts. And Canelo looked great against Charlo. Grant Charlo didn't really provide much of a stern test as people thought or wanted, and kind of the same narrative came up in that fight. People were pimping out Charlo, I know, in our chat, and they were nowhere to be found post-fight. So, give me Canelo KO. Don't even need the round props because you're again plus 200. So, love the bet, love the fight, and hoping for a barn burner this weekend. Danny, if you want to touch on anything in the undercard, now's the time. Feel free. I did see you put a decent dog shot bet out there. If you want to let the people know about that.
So real quick, we got Barrios versus Madonna. That's Madonna's brother. The other Madonna that fought, talking about Mayweather, that arguably beat him, by the way. But actually, I was talking to P about it. I was researching Madonna. Honestly, I didn't know a lot about him. I was looking at some of his fights, and the dude's got some talent, man. Good. What I like about him, he's not like a straight ahead pressure the whole time. He's more technical with it, more slow, and inside the pocket, steady pressure. And for me, that style against Barrios, don't sleep on this fight, man. I think that's going to be a real exciting fight. Right now, I'm leaning. I still got to do a little bit more research. I think the bet I was looking at was to go the distance. It was at plus 110. I do think Barrios wins by decision, but it's plus 145, so it's not like a big difference. So I'm like, You know, you get both sides just in case. You never know. In a fight that actually, the odds should be a little bit closer. I think it's like plus 750 for Madonna. And from what I've seen, mind you, this is his first 12 rounders. So I don't know how he's going to look the last, probably 3 rounds, even though he's fought, multiple 10 rounders. But that should be an exciting fight. The underdog shot. Mastre, he's fighting Stanionis. So these guys fought in amateurs. And I looked it up and I found the tape. And he got robbed. Mastre should have won that fight. He got robbed. And I reminded myself, I'm like, man, looking up the tape for Stanionis, I'm like, I never was really crazy impressed by him. He's all right. He's got good power, good volume. But I think his power is a little bit overrated. And if you look at the opponents he's faced, it's not that great. And you're finding a guy that you fought before that has a chip on his shoulder. Yes, he's 37, but he's a young 37. Dude's only got 6 fights, 5 by knockout. He's training with Ismael Salas, was one of the better trainers out there. I remember he had a big upset against one of the young prospects that I like, Trevor Marshall, I think it was his name, knocked him out. I know he's got a chip on his shoulder, looks in great shape. I took the plus 850, man. It's going down a little bit. It's still like 750 around there, 700. I think the odds should be way closer. I had to take it's just a 1-unit shot, but to win 8 units, I had to take it because that, they have history. And plus, Stanionis has been out for almost 2 years. Long layoff. A guy you fought in amateurs that they robbed him. You know what I'm saying? He's got all the momentum, all the reasons to try to come here and get this upset. So I like that dog shot. There's other fights. Brandon Figueiredo, I'll tell you right now, I'll keep it simple. I think he's getting a knockout later on. Round 7 and 12 is like plus 145. I'm looking at that. He's fighting a guy that's southpaw. Used to be a champion. He's good too. Don't get me wrong. He beat Nonito Donaire. He's fought Raymond Ford. He lost to him. Good competition, but another good fight. There's other little fights in the undercard I'm attacked too. So don't sleep on this card. Whatever you hear on Twitter, man, they don't know what the hell they're talking about.
Yeah, because I was looking at that Stanois guy. I felt like he must have had a fight fall through or something.
He was supposed to fight. Oh my God, look it up on Tapology. Used to say it. I forget. He was supposed to have a big fight. I forget who it was.
I think Virgil, right?
Was it Virgil? I know it was a big fight.
Yeah, because I thought he had a couple things like on the pipeline, and then just wasn't able to get a big time. Yeah. Virgil Ortiz got canceled. Twice.
Okay. Oh yeah, because he had the same thing he used to have with the weight cuts. I forget what disease or whatever in his blood. Remember Ortiz? Yeah.
So that would have been a good.
He would have got his ass whipped.
Yeah, but just to see, like how he looked, because I don't really recall too many of his fights. Like I'm looking them up.
Yeah, he doesn't have that. Would definitely would have been his biggest fight, hands down. Not even close, bro.
Yeah. So the only argument is the guy who had Rolly fought him. You remember the old man who Rolly fought?
Barroso.
Yeah, that's my only worry with this, where it's
that could. But this guy is not. What's up, Dixon? Man, you over here making me crack up. Like, what up, boys? I'm here for all the plus 1,000 and up plays. Talk to me dirty. Yeah, I gotta look it up. I had one earlier. There's still like plus 750 for an underdog. No, we're not betting. So I know you just got here. I just broke it down a little bit. He could be a little live from what I see, but I do like the fight to go a distance. I know it's not your price. It's only plus 110. But yeah, I wouldn't mind Medina by decision or late stoppage if you want to attack those type of props, because the way he works the body and things like that. But my underdog was plus 850, Dixon. Mastre, he's fighting Stanionis. So, yeah, that's the only thing I'm looking at right now. I don't know what else is like huge plus money that I could look at.
Yeah, I mean the only thing, because I know he was talking last week with the fighter to go down and then win the decision
Yeah,
or win the KO.
damn it, bro. That could have
Like
happened.
well, what I would do, like, and Canelo's not gonna get knocked down. I don't think.
No, bro. There's no, bro. Canelo's got the best chin in the game, bro. Like,
Yeah, because that's what I was gonna
Crazy.
see. I was gonna think what's both fighters to get knocked down and Canelo to win.
maybe
But
I don't know if
yeah.
they'll have it, but maybe damn, I'm trying to think. The only fight maybe is that Madonna fight. Barrios gets knocked down and wins by decision.
Yeah, I feel like Barrios has been fighting better the last.
He has, but I'm telling you, like, if besides all the stuff I heard, like in some of the interviews, like he doesn't work as hard as he should, all this other shit. I do see the talent, bro. Like that's gonna be a sleeper fight, and I think he's gonna go in there and brawl, like. But that's gotta be a nice time.
Yeah, and he's still young, so it's not like he's like a grizzled old vet who's.
And I know it was Tank Davis, but we've seen Barrios get hurt to the body late. But not Madonna ain't fucking Tank Davis, obviously. But yeah, I like the fight to go a distance, anyways.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I'm shocked that they only list Barrios at 5'10", because I stood next to the guy.
Yeah, you've seen him in person, bro.
Yeah, like he's taller than me. Like I feel like he's 6 foot.
I think he's like 6'1".
Yeah, like he's
because they did a small little, clothes on or whatever face off, and he's way taller than Madonna. I don't know where they got Madonna at though. I think 5'8".
Yeah, just 5'9".
5'9", and he's tall. He's like, yeah, he's definitely like 6'1".
Yeah, and then that was my whole thing. Was I wasn't getting on him, but he liked going to the body, and then like I was just like I said, you're so long, like use the length.
Use the length a little bit, yeah.
Once you do that, yeah.
So you go in there and you try to change some stuff. Like it's like Fundora, even though he did good last fight, better.
Zoo, yeah.
But once they like fighting in the pocket, like they don't care. But I saw a little bit of difference in Barrios. So VP's 100. Let's go. He said I like it.
Yeah, I no dissension from me. I like this card. I think it's going to be a lot of good, exciting fights, and hopefully they don't coincide too much with the UFC card. No, the UFC fights are the same.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna have two screens going. It's gonna be like my phone. I'll be on the stream with the boys for UFC until the main card, and then I'm going to my friend's house, and I'm gonna have his TV, the other TV.
Yeah. That should do it for us. I think we're pretty much lockstep with our best bet. I'll let Danny take the floor first, and I'm going to probably join him right there with him.
I mean, if you don't follow me on Twitter, if you do, you know what my best bet is. I'm in love with the Canelo KO plus 210. It's still out there on FanDuel. It's going down a little bit in other sites, so by the end of the week, I think it's gonna go down. I'm as confident in it, man. Don't go as big as me. This is a personal reasoning. Just like I was saying, like I've been waiting for the right moment to fade Munguia, and you're giving me Canelo.
Yep. I lost you there for a second.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm back.
Okay, good. Yeah, but I agree. I agree with Danny. Canelo KO, love it, and I do think Munguia gets touched up and tagged up quite a bit. We will be back next week. We have Kambosos, the return of George Kambosos. He was in the news the last couple days, talking all kinds of crazy, going up against Vasily Lomachenko. Silent Rob is asking best pick to parlay with Canelo KO. Silent Rob, I don't think you're going to have to parlay that because it is over plus 200. Danny has another big time underdog pick he likes. And I actually like Barrios' decision. Danny, anything you would suggest to parlay? Maybe UFC, maybe something like that.
I'm kind of loading up. Let me know when I'm, here or not.
You're good now.
I'm not sure, man. Plus 210. I mean, it's just plus money, so I'm taking it. But you could parlay. I'll do like a fun little main card parlay to win like $10 will win you over $1,000 or some shit for boxing. But yeah, if you want to do my underdog Mostre, it's plus 850, 800 around there with the for fun. If you're looking for a solid piece, I like the fight to go a distance with the Barrios fight or even Barrios by decision like P said.
Yeah.
But it depends what you're looking for. If you're like Dixon looking for that big plus money, then yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So that'll do it for us guys. We'll be back next week. Like I said, we got Lomachenko, we have Gambosis, we have fight announcements damn near every week now. Summer is getting crazy for boxing. And we will have some big-time UFC fights as well. Make sure to join the guys this weekend, Saturday night, Pub Sports Radio, UFC live stream. Enter the UFC live stream contest. You guys could become a member, gold membership, $9.99 a month. Gets free entry to 2 horse races, $50 to the winner. Dixon said it better than me. Smash the thumbs up, guys. Smash the like button. Drop your comments down below once this video ends. Let us know who you like. You like Munguia? Got to let us know so we can give you your credit next week when we recap Canelo's devastating knockout over Jaime Munguia.
Round 8.
Make sure you get on that. That'll do it for us, guys. Thanks again. We will see you guys next week. Peace, guys.